Good morning, children. Now let us discuss about the activities present in the friction topic. Acceleration. Increase in velocity is acceleration. Decrease in velocity is deceleration. Accelerating force means the force which increases the velocity of an object. Decelerating force means which decreases the velocity of an object. Here, accelerating force which makes the body which is at rest to the motion or any moving object is there, increasing the velocity of that object. But deceleration means here we are finding that the body brings to rest from motion. That is what deceleration force. Now let us discuss one of the activity which is relevant to the frictional force. The object, which is nothing but a book, is placed on a plane surface. This is the object, this is a plane surface table. Now this object is at rest. Initially it is at rest. Unless and until if I apply the force, it is continuing in the same rest condition. Now I am applying the force. Slowly if I increase the force, the object starts moving. The object starts moving. This is what accelerating force. Now when I stop applying the force, the object is stopped moving. Here in between this surface and this surface, there is an opposite force called frictional force, which is in between these two surfaces which are in contact with each other. But this frictional force always opposes the movement of the object. This is acting like a deceleration force. As already discussed regarding the types of frictional forces: static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction, and the friction which we are finding in the gases and the liquids, that is what fluid friction. Now information regarding the nature of friction and static friction. Let us take a trolley. This is what the trolley, and above the trolley there is a small wooden block. These two were placed on a table which is at rest, and with the help of a inextensible string over the pulley we are hanging, and with the help of hanger here the end we are just adding some weights. Now initially it is at rest. Table is also at rest and the trolley is also at rest. Here if you observe these two objects, one is wooden block and the trolley, and if I start applying the weight, here slowly the trolley starts moving in this direction. Trolley starts moving in this direction. That is what the arrow implies, that movement of the trolley towards left hand side direction. Now you see what type of frictional force is applying here means static force. Here why they are at static force means, you see these two are moving in the same direction and same velocity, these two they are moving. When the weight is increased here, the trolley and the block both they are moving towards the left hand direction. Here we are able to find that these two they are having the same velocity and the same direction they are moving. So these two are said to be in relative to each other, they are at rest. Next, this block if you take alone, block in respect of this trolley it is at rest. Block in respect of table it is in motion. Friction which is existing between the block and the trolley, it is called static friction. The friction which is existing between the trolley and the table is sliding friction. When we start going on increasing the weight here, the trolley moves in this direction. At one stage when it crosses that the limiting acceleration, the trolley moves left hand side like this and the wooden block falls towards the right hand side. It falls due to the frictional force. Children, now let us learn about the activity which is denoting the variation of frictional force. Here there is a wooden box which is pushed by a man. See here, wooden box is at rest, and here it is kept on smooth surface. When he is applying the force in this direction and the frictional force which acts in this direction, so which opposes the movement of the box, so he increased the force. Even then the frictional force also increases. It is self-adjustable static friction which is existing in between the two objects which are in contact at rest. It is static friction. So static friction is having the quality that it is self-adjustable. As soon as the force applied is increased, the static friction also increases, until which point mean there is a limit. That is what we are calling it as limit of accelerating point. Until it crosses that, this frictional force goes on increasing. Once it crosses, then he could able to move the box to move in this direction. Once the box shows the movement, this we are able to find here is the sliding friction will play. The factors affecting the frictional force. Let us learn about the factors affecting the frictional force. Here the frictional force is directly proportional to the irregular surfaces. Irregular surfaces means, see here they are having some irregularities and they interlock with each other. Interlock, that is what frictional force increases when the irregularity increases. Frictional force is also directly proportional to the normal force. If the normal force increases, ultimately the frictional force also increases. Next one, it is independent of surface area. Surface area. Frictional force is independent of surface area. For that one activity it was given to you. This is an activity which shows that frictional force is directly proportional to the irregular surface. Means if the irregular